we're looking at set of all real values of x satisfying sine inverse of root of x, so on and so forth. Okay, so we are looking at basically domain, right? We have two conditions. One is we have root, so making it, the basically leading us to. So first is our shortcut method. I'll start off with shortcut method. Okay, so the expression has to be so that it has to be always greater than 0 or equal to 0. And the entire expression, so basically it should be less than pi by 4. Okay, so we have sine inverse of or root of x should be less than sine of 45, that is 1 by root 2. So basically x should be less than 4, not exactly, but yeah, or let me just keep it to this. Okay, right, now let's look at what we have. We can have 0, so I can eliminate this too. I can clearly have 0. Yeah, I can have 0. So half, is it part of it or not, is the question now. Well, half cannot be part of it, is it not? 1 by root 2, it has to be lesser than that. So it cannot be a part of it. Answer has to be B. Because if I substitute half, 1 by root 2, it will be equal to pi by 4. So this is a very simple question. So that is the answer. Okay, now the lengthy version. Now, sine root of any value, right? It has to be between minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. But here the extra condition is that it has to be between plus pi by 2 to minus pi by 2, right? So here the extra condition is that it has to be less than pi by 4. Okay. Then we have a root of x, which makes it a value. It should be greater than or equal to 0. So basically, x should be a value between which is greater than 0. But since we are looking at sine inverse, right? So this is the next condition. As its sine, right? X has to be between -1 and +1. It has to be between this. So basically from 1 and 2. So from 1 and 2, again, this is a lengthy version for you guys to understand. So you don't have to do it in your exam, at least MCQs form exam. So it has to be between, it has to be greater than, can it be equal to? Oh yeah, in our case it's so. Right, this is a traditional one. But we have sine inverse of root of x is less than pi by 4. We are not considered that. So basically, if I transpose and everything, it will be less than sine of pi by 4, and sine of pi by 4 is 1 by root. If I do consider the positive value, just the positive value, it should be less than half. So this will get converted to it being less than half, right? So it has to lie between half. We don't have to consider negative value because, well, it can't be less than 0. So let's not even bother with that. So it has to be less than half. Can it be equal to half though? Oh no, it cannot be equal to half, right? And so we got the same answer. Okay.